Some crazy stuff happened this week.
Dude, some shit went down.
Happy Galentine's Day.
Yeah, welcome to a very special episode on Galentine's. Well, Valentine's, but it's Galentine.
Yep.
Because friends first, baby.
Valentine's Day, but with your friends.
Yep, exactly. It's truly the best. Except for we're not even with each other right now because Mariah is sick yet again.
I know. I don't know why I'm constantly getting like a flu or a cold, but I will say, I am not sick enough for it to keep me away from all my besties on this wonderful holiday.
Yeah, exactly. We're truly making it happen. We're on Zoom for the first time since I was in Europe. So this is the second time ever that we've recorded an episode on Zoom. But
yeah, but we've never done it in the same city.
No, that's true. We did really just want to give you guys an awesome little mini episode for Galentine's.
We did.
And Mariah has to lead the discussion here because I have no idea what we want to talk about for Galentine's. I've had a very wild day, so we're throwing this together. Currently, it is Monday night, the literal night before Valentine's Day, and we're recording this and it will be up on Valentine's Day.
Yes. I think I had the idea to do a special Galentine's Day episode at like 1 a.m. last night on Sunday night. So
yeah,
we came together quick.
Yeah.
But when I think of Galentine's, I think of just like a fun holiday to like honor your friends and kind of an excuse to just like talk about your friends.
Yeah, I think Galentine's is really rad. Like when I lived in Denver, I was part of this girl group. And they do Galentine's every year and it's this huge party. I mean, like they have to sell tickets. They can't just have it be overrun because they have so many members in this Facebook group.
Wow.
It just can't show up. But it is entirely sponsored by like woman-owned businesses. And it's like only women that go to this group or that are a part of this group. So it's like, or I wouldn't say only women, anybody who identifies as a woman. So like it's very inclusive. It's like very empowering. I went one year and I thought it was like such a cool event and they have like little goodie bags from all the businesses. So like, you know, we got like free little samples of like good weed things and, you know, but also like lotions and candles and like hair accessories. And I just like loved it. I thought it was so cool how to like wrap Galentine's together. And like all of those things in a way that it's like not only are you celebrating like all of your best gal pals and like your friends, but women in general.
I love that.
Yeah.
I want to start out by just doing like a mental health check-in. Like, what have you been doing to take care of yourself? What have you been doing for self-care? How you feeling? How you doing?
I will say like last week I was struggle bussing. Not like the worst that I've ever struggle bussed. Like I just was very aware that I was struggling and I just was kind of like letting myself struggle. And like think about like why and what and all that stuff. And I kind of like fell off of my like routine a little bit, but now I'm kind of like I'm jumping back into it this week. Like Mondays are very motivating for me. Like I don't fear Mondays anymore because I'm self-employed.
Good. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm feeling that. I'm so feeling that. I don't have dread in my week anymore because I make myself.
It's amazing. Like I like the first time that happened where I was like, oh my God, I'm excited for a Monday, where I was like, oh, let me go check my emails. I was like, what is wrong with me? But then I was just like, it's because I love what I do.
Yeah. I don't want to harp too much on like the benefits of not being corporately employed, but also I'm gonna keep talking about it. I was looking forward to Monday because I get to work. I get to do like my side hustles. I get to have like time to get my to-do list done. I don't know. I was excited.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's great. And that's like something that I was like so excited for you to like feel for the first time, like after being unemployed, self-employed, however you want to look at it right now. Cause it was like, it like gives me chills to think about it. Is like, it's not that having a 9 to 5 is wrong. I think,
No.
oh,
There's a lot of
working,
people that thrive on that.
yeah, and to me, it's not that it's wrong. To me, there's a lot of the ways that traditional or corporate level jobs are set up that don't actually benefit like humans and how they function. So
Yes.
like that's like more of my bigger gripe with it is like, well, what if I'm somebody who like works better from like 8 to midnight or like
Yeah.
6 to 10 p.m. and not somebody like, and I'm not somebody who like wakes up at like 6 a.m. and can function. Like my brain starts working at like 8:30 in the morning. It doesn't matter how hard I try. But
Yeah. I
yeah,
would say
that's my biggest gripe.
my brain starts really working about 4 hours after I wake up. But my wake up times are so different day to day. If I just let myself follow my natural sleep, like I wouldn't say natural sleep cycle, but I don't have any pressure on like, oh my God, I've got to get up by 7 a.m. So I have to, pack my lunch and get ready at 6 a.m. So I have to go to bed by
Yeah, when you're
whatever.
not backtracking your entire day by like a specific start time,
Yes.
things just become like very different.
Yes. I've also been more motivated in the mornings because I'm not waking up and thinking like instant to-do list. I'm waking up and I'm like, I get to get my stuff done on my timeline.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Instead,
great.
yeah.
Yeah, and like sometimes like that's kind of like where I think I was like just getting down on myself last week, and like a lot of the times like that's where like my spiral starts is like I know that I have all the free time in the world. Like I could have a little bit more free time because I work at the computer store and I DoorDash and I've given myself a schedule in that. But like that's usually where I start to like spiral is because I'm like, okay, well, I have all the time in the world. Like why? Like what is happening throughout my week that I can't get X, Y, and Z done in a week?
Oh,
Do you know what I mean? And it is like I'm trying to figure out like why my time management is like not where I want it to be, or if it's like unrealistic for me to think that I should be getting like I'm trying to figure out where that balance is, like if I could actually be doing more or if I am literally doing as much as I can and my journey is just slower than like everybody else I'm watching do things in the same realm. You know what I mean? So, as far as like how I've been doing and taking care of myself, I just kind of like let myself struggle last week and tried to like
oh,
really reflect on it. And like not it definitely wasn't like I feel like this summer I was really like not in a good place. Like I like not in a good place. But like now I'm like kind of recognizing similar patterns and trying to like see that, but also like find routine and how routine works for me and like when it does and doesn't. Um, and then for the first time this weekend, I just kind of like let myself sit and do nothing. Normally, I like work on the
good.
weekends too. Like I
Yes.
continue to work. Like I don't work all day, but like I'll be like, okay, well, on Saturday, I'm going to like, edit the podcast, or like on Saturday, I'm going to edit a YouTube video, or I'm going to edit a set of images or whatever. But I just kind of like it's like, okay, I don't really want to do anything. So like Saturday I woke up and I read Harry Potter and I went and played bingo and then I went to my brother's house for noodles and I didn't do an ounce of work.
You need
So
those days. That
yeah.
is good self-care. That is
Yeah.
taking care of me.
How about you?
Um, Before I tell you, I've been in your room 100 times, but I've never told you this. So I'm a blankie girl. You know that. I always like to have a blankie. But one of my favorite blankies that I've had for a really long time matches your bedroom curtains.
Literally, like that is the same exact tone. What the fuck?
Isn't that so funny?
Yeah. That is like on my screen right now. I'm like, that is the same color.
Yeah.
That is so
I'm putting
bizarre.
it. Is it
Yeah,
next
and
to
for anybody watching on YouTube, this is my room. I currently live in my childhood bedroom, and it is still purple from the color that I chose for it to be when I was like 10.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's cute. Love it. I love purple. I'm a purple girl too.
I still have things on the ceiling that my friend growing up, we put those up there and they have not come down.
I like them. They're nostalgic.
Yeah. Anyway,
So how I take care of myself. I'm a bubble bath girl.
you're a huge bath girl.
Yep. If I don't have some bubble bath time, I'm not me. And I
How
think,
often do you bubble bath? Like how often do you truly bath, bubble bath?
well, when I had strep last week, when I was really sick, there was a day that I took 5 baths in 24 hours. I was basically in the bath or sleeping.
Were you a really raisiny raisin?
I think I'm like used to it. No, I don't really get pruny anymore.
That's interesting.
It's part of being a real mermaid.
True, true. I did forget that you are a mermaid.
Yes, you did. So, I am a bubble bath girl, and I actually just ordered myself some new like bath salts and some bubble bath, and
Yay. Look at you, extra self-caring.
yeah. And I am also so like I kind of see people as like two ways, or there's probably more, but I see people as recharging, um, or I think I recharge when I'm alone. And
Okay.
I know a lot of people recharge, like fill their cup when they're around other people and socialize. That's not me. I am a homebody. I like to be alone. I like to have me and my dog, and that is how I stay me. So if I have a really busy week where I have to do a lot of peopling, um, I will take time to schedule time to be just by myself. And I've told you this before. Do you know my home alone day of the week?
Thursday night.
Thursday nights. I don't like to do things on Thursday nights. I schedule that for myself.
Sometimes I literally am like, oh, I'm gonna call Mariah, and then I'm like, shit, it's Thursday.
You can call me on Thursdays. I
Well,
just don't
no, I
really.
mean like call you and ask you to do something, and then I'm like, shit, it's Thursday.
Oh. Yeah, I just don't love to do things on Thursday nights. I like to, so like keeping time for myself is really important, an important aspect of self care for myself.
I
Now
feel
that my
like that's
schedule is different, what?
I was gonna say, I feel like that's an interesting thing for people to do, like, no matter if they're like a recharge. So that was like kind of what I was gonna comment on too, because somebody somewhere in the last year of my life like really made it clear to me like the difference between like introverts and extroverts. Like even if you're like an extroverted introvert, which I think like you lean a little bit more towards that. It's like
Mm,
true you are an introvert, but like introverts recharge from being alone and extroverts recharge from other people. And I am like totally like a like and I think that was like a little bit of what was happening to me last week was like I was like I'm just spending like a lot of time like doing the same things like by myself and like it's not that I don't have my family, but like and I don't have you, but it is like sometimes like when I do travel, it is like I'm around this like group of people that are doing like pretty much the same thing that I'm doing. So it's really easy for me to like feel like life is like heightened and perfect and like I'm just like ready to conquer everything. Or like when I'm
absolutely.
alone a lot, I'm like, okay, I like to be alone and I have no problem being alone, but then like when I need to like work things out, it's hard for me to do it by myself. But that's what I was going to say is like scheduling time to like be by yourself or have those like reflecting moments or relaxing moments where it's just you and you can like let your brain do whatever your brain needs to do. I think is like really important for both introverts and extroverted people.
Probably true. Yeah. Yeah. So wrapping that back up, I think that's why I love part of why I love bubble baths. It's like a time to be alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And you truly just get to close the door and say, leave me the fuck alone.
leave me the fuck alone.
To the
And so,
world. The only thing
yeah,
I want is my TikTok feed.
you know me well.
Yeah, I do. I know. I know what happens in that bathtub.
TikTok has got me in a chokehold.
Yeah. You send me so many. Like today, I finally opened the DM of all of the TikToks you've sent me. And I know I've sent you some and not opened that file. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go through all of these. She knows that like how I'm gonna react to all of them. So I am not gonna go back and react to all 25 videos. But
Yeah.
there are some gems in there, but you definitely TikTok has a chokehold for sure.
Yeah. I would say I'm working on it, but I'm honest, that would be a lie. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm genuinely working on it, but that's for my own sanity.
Another cool thing that you've been doing for self-care is that you've been making a really cool to-do list, or like a goal setting list, vision boards.
Yes, yes. I have my vision boards set. I literally just made it my wallpaper on my computer too. I have not changed the wallpaper on my computer since I got this computer like almost a year ago. Like it
Ooh,
was
you're
just
gonna do.
yeah. I just was like, okay, I gotta do it. And then today I was like going through and I was like having all of these like things about like what I want to do with content and like what's actually inspiring me right now and like stuff like that. And I opened up my like it's not my like 30 before 30 list. It's my like my personal like goals that I have, like business and personal goals that I have for this year. It's the first time I've looked at them since I wrote them down, and I'm like, yeah, those still like to my core are things that like I want. And I think like restructuring like what I'm doing is going to get me there. There was only one thing on there that I was like, I don't know if I want that as much anymore. As
Ooh,
yeah.
I'm interested. I'm excited. I need to relook at your list because I love to just like scroll through like the events that are coming up on Facebook. And sometimes I'm like, oh, I think this one would be fun to do, but
Yeah.
I wonder if
Well,
any
I'm
of
putting the intro video for the 30 before 30 series on YouTube this week.
yay, I'm excited.
So, and then that's part of what I was doing today was like trying to backtrack from like the day I turned 30 to like how many weeks that is and like how many videos I'm going to make from the series roughly. And like I need to get rolling on some things. Rolling on some things.
30's coming up.
Yeah, it's not even more so that I'm scared about turning 30 or that it's coming up now. It's just like one of those things where I'm like, shit, I really want to do all this stuff before I turn 30, and I really want to document it well and make like rad content from it because I just think it's cool, and
Yeah,
I want to, maybe help people not feel scared to turn 30. So a huge part of that is putting the content out there.
yes. Well, I definitely had fun going into my 30s with our big road trip. So you already know, any way you need help with your 30s goal, I'm there.
Hell yeah. There's some things on there that I have no idea how I'm going to see the Northern Lights before I turn 30 because the season's almost up.
Ooh. When does the season end in the US? Is there is places in the US that you can see it other than Alaska, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can see them from South Dakota some nights, but like the conditions have to be perfect.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You put on your little, is it geological? No.
What?
What would that like be? You put on your little science girl hat and let me know if you need to do a last minute road trip or
Yeah, I'm
whatever.
like, I gotta figure out somewhere in North America that I can see the Northern Lights.
Yes, you do.
Yikes.
I think that's on my list too, actually. So,
Yeah, then we better fucking haul ass.
what
Um,
tips would you have for anyone else like struggling with self care?
this is like, I think this is the hard part of like my job for me is because I feel like I have so many different things that I can help people with. And then as soon as somebody asks me, I'm like, I'm not qualified to be answering this fucking question. And
Right?
it's not that like I'm not claiming to be a doctor and that you should listen to my fucking words. Like that's the point of the internet is like you're just like trying to find something that makes you feel like, yeah, that's accurate, right?
Yes. Okay, so let me rephrase the question. If I called you right now, that is
Wow.
so weird. If I called you right now and I said, "Hey, I'm really struggling today. What is something I can do to pick up like my mental health or to focus on me or to work on my self-care?" What would you tell me?
Take a bath. No.
Yay.
I mean, I probably would tell you to maybe end your day with a bath.
You would probably hear my sickly voice because you always comment on it right away when I call you and you're like, "Oh my God, are you sick again?"
Yeah, you were
and say something along that lines. But there's one thing that you always tell me to do, and I can't believe you haven't brought it up yet.
I don't know. What do I always tell you to do?
Get outside.
Oh yeah. No, that is something that like it's like one of those things like it just sounds so stupid to always be telling people like go outside, go outside, go outside. Even like I was kind of like feeling a little funky on Sunday and I was like it's so nice outside and I was like I'm going to go sit outside and work and then I literally couldn't get myself to like get off my bed and go outside and work. Like it was like just kind of one of
Mm-hmm.
those things. But like I went outside for 15 minutes and I was like, "Oh, yeah, I needed that. I needed that."
I love
Um,
that.
and I also think like movement. I feel like people just really underestimate how much simply just like moving your body helps you. Like, and not like, I'm not saying like go fucking run a mile as fast as you can. Like, that's not what I'm saying. Like, just go walk to the end of your street and back. Like, go walk your driveway a couple times. Like, just sit on the floor and stretch your legs. Like, something like that, because I've been trying to consistently, I've been doing okay. I mean, like, I've lost like 10 pounds in the last month, like just kind of being consistent, which is like so bizarre to me.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah, not that like the number matters, but it is like one of those things where like I really like notice a difference, and I'm not like weighing myself all the time. Like, that was just something that I was like,
You've been working at it in a healthy way and like it, so it's like a good goal to accomplish. You can celebrate it.
yeah, but like I feel like when I saw that number, it was like, yeah, I have been feeling really good. I feel like my body's easier, like it's easier to move my body. And it's not like, I'm not saying that losing the 10 pounds is like making all the difference in my mental health and like my physical ability, all those things. It was just like, that was like the cherry on top of like, oh, what I've been doing is working. Like,
Mhm.
it's working in like so many ways. Like, I feel like I have clear vision on like what I want to do with my life. I have clear vision about like getting up and getting through the day. Like, I'm prioritizing things like very differently. Like, do you know how long it's been since I've like been so excited to lay down in bed and read a fucking book? I used to like look forward to like laying down and like getting a little high. When I lived in Colorado, get a little high, and I would just freaking scroll TikTok until I couldn't keep my eyes open anymore. And like, that was my favorite part of my day. Not that it was wrong, but it like, doing that wasn't
That sounds
helping
like
me.
a good day.
Yeah. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. When it's appropriate, sometimes I really like to do that. But I was like, and then I started to notice that I would like wake up and it was like I had this like sluggish hangover. Like, it was really hard for me to
Hmm.
like get my brain moving. So like I've also kind of like sobered up, and like I've just been like really excited about like these mundane little things. Like, I'm reading Harry Potter for like the fucking umpteenth time, and I'm so excited to be reading fucking Harry Potter for the umpteenth time. Like, I just lay down in bed and I fucking read until I can't keep my eyes open, and it is like my favorite part of my fucking day. And it's like just silly shit of like doing that, like moving my body and like getting out there and just like trying to give myself the happy juices of moving, and also just like have my body feel better just getting up off my bed has made me just like also love little things too. So that's why I'm
Yeah,
always like, I tell you, get outside, go for a walk, go do something.
that's advice.
Yeah.
I we just we just started something that I think is really funny. We're already kind of like attached at the hip, like we already know everything about each other, but now we're sharing a library account. I just got a notification that your next Harry Potter book is available to rent.
Is it already?
Yeah. Do you not have your notifications turned on for that?
No, I already get enough notifications.
Right.
But yeah, now we're sharing a library account.
Yeah. It's not that it's like really hard to set up a library account, but also it kind of is. Like you need a lot of stuff. And it just is easier to just share it faster.
Yeah. And I'm like, I was already on there like searching all the books that I want to read, and I'm like, oh my God, they're available, they're here, I can get them, I don't have to pay for them. And like, I'm like
Yes, it's
so
life
excited
changing.
about it. Yeah, I'm so excited about it. What advice would you give someone when they're feeling down and gloomy?
Okay, this is another thing that is like really common, dumb to say, but it makes a difference. And something that I don't really do, but if I do it, then I feel better. Drinking water.
Yeah,
Yes. Like if I am dehydrated, I feel like crap. And so drink a full glass of water.
yeah. I will say like, and it's different for you. You've probably noticed it too, like with the Crohn's and like having to eat a little bit more strict, but like again with like the routine of things that and like the being consistent that I've been trying to like really hold myself to, I like really have noticed that like when I don't make myself like eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a healthy breakfast, lunch, and dinner in a day, I like tank so fast. Like my mental health tanks so fast. Like that's kind of what happened last week is like I wasn't eating my breakfast smoothie and I wasn't like eating like the healthiest dinners and like I tanked
Mm,
so fast, like so fast. But like I also wasn't drinking enough water. Like it just like it's simple, but it all matters. And it's really
it don't
crazy when
matter.
you're like consistent for a certain period of time in doing those things and then like you let up a little bit and it's just like, oh no, I just like rocked my whole system and it doesn't feel good. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. I saw this TikTok that put kind of like self-care in a really cool light for me. They talked about taking care of your future self.
Yeah.
So like I don't want to do this right now, but I'm doing it as a gift to me in the future. So like when you said you were stuck in bed and you wanted to get outside in that moment, maybe if you come across a situation like that again, tell yourself like I don't want to do this, but Nikki in 30 minutes is going to really appreciate it. So I'm getting my ass outside.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
that's kind of been a fun way to look at it. Like that has
Yeah.
to do with, like I'm sure you've heard of like don't put it down, put it away.
Yes. Yeah, I like totally agree on that and I feel like that's something again that I'm trying to implement. My brain likes to spiral into the like, well, what things didn't I do for myself in the future that is now biting me in the ass, which is like
Oh, it's
not
the opposite.
healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I think about my YouTube channel a lot. Like if I would have just kept posting, like I would be at the milestones that I want to be at. But then I have to just like tell myself, well, I didn't do that, so like don't dwell on it.
Yes. There's always going to be things that we wish we would have done better.
Yeah, definitely. So, but I do love thinking about that in like a self-care sense of like, yeah, like if I just fucking floss my teeth, I'm gonna save myself an issue at the dentist, you know?
Yeah.
Like, um,
Mostly all we wanted to do was check in with all of our Valentines and make
yeah.
one's doing good. And um,
Yeah, this was kind of supposed to be a mini-sode, but it turned into a not mini-sode as we're 8 minutes left in our 40-minute allotted time to record on Zoom. But
wow. I was
yeah,
like, oh, let's just record 15 minutes.
yeah, but here we are. We
It's been good.
are trying to make sure that we provide you guys with like a little bit more, you know, helpful information in any kind of sense to make you feel a little bit less alone. That's the whole idea, is like that's why we're
Yes.
here. We don't want people to feel like they're alone. We want you guys to feel like you have friends, like we're your friends.
Because we
Um,
definitely are. Yeah.
yeah. And even like I just had um my friend Carrie on Instagram like messaged me literally Sunday night and was like, I've been listening to your podcast and it like gets me through my day. And
That's so
I don't know who listens, like unless somebody says something, I don't know who listens. And like I just didn't like it was just a surprise to hear that she like listened and I like appreciated it so much. And like even her just saying that like it got her through the day was like, yeah, okay, so like we're here. We don't want you guys to feel alone. Like we are your friends and like that's why
yes.
we're doing it. That's why we're here. We are funny as fuck, I feel like. So entertainment galore for you guys.
I know you don't always read like the descriptions of the episodes,
Me?
but yeah,
Okay. I
the
was like,
description
me or our friends?
our friends probably do, but you. But the description for yesterday's episode is gold. But in it I said, I think we're funny, but we're even funnier in person. So come to Bali with us.
Oh,
Isn't
yeah.
that because I do like I love talking on the phone with you and FaceTiming's fun. Even recording our podcast episodes is like really fun most of the time. But when we're just like around each other, we feed off of each other. So
Yeah. When we're just fucking around, you guys don't even know. Like, like one day we'll get there. One day we're gonna capture that essence perfectly for you guys. Um, but yeah, like we're funny already. You guys don't even know. So you better sign up for that Bali trip.
yeah, this wasn't even supposed to be a plug. This is genuinely just like checking in. I wanted to
Yeah.
see like you and I talk about like mental health and like taking care of yourself and stuff like that. But just kind of wanted to like share some of those things and see if anyone has any tips or tricks for us too.
Yeah. Yeah. If you guys have anything that like helps you get through the day, helps you get through the month, like whatever you got, helps you get through like different friendship things, whatever. We're here for it. We are here for it. Oh my God, what just happened?
Uh, Rory wants to say hi.
Hi, Rory.
Say
Oh,
hi. Say you're an
Thea,
okay human.
Thea is currently like belly up on my bed, and I would love to show you, but I currently don't have any sheets on my bed. So,
Oh, I don't want to judge. I don't want the
I mean,
internet to judge.
yeah, I mean, like my bed it's clean. It still looks like a brand new mattress, but I just feel like seeing somebody's bare mattress is like a weird thing for some
That's
reason.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, friends. Thank you for listening. If you want to see more of our shenanigans, or actually see our shenanigans if you're not watching on YouTube, go follow us on Facebook and TikTok and Instagram. And I'm still not positive that anybody's given us a review on Spotify, so
I'll have to check. Yeah, I don't think so.
somebody
So
please actually let me check real quick. Let me check real quick. No rating. No rating. I'm not gonna rate my own podcast. So somebody please get in there and give us a rating.
yeah, what the heck?
We know you're listening. We can see that you're listening. But yeah, thank you for listening.
Mm-hmm.
And happy Valentine's Day again. You guys are the best.
We'll see you on Monday.
Love
Love you.
you. Good night. Should we try that again?
Love
Love
you.
you. Good night.
Night.
How are you pausing?
I don't know. Okay.
Love
Love
you. Good night.
night.
Why are you pausing? Just say
What?
it.
Okay. Love
Love
you.
you.
Good
Good
night.
night. Why was that so hard? Oh my God.
Oh, wow.